Greetings, beloved. I hope all is well with you. Welcome to PlantMeduNeter Show, your science and cultural show for families, friends, people who need to transition wellness, agriculture, detox. I will be live with Sister Apryl Sims of Apryl Life's in a Bottle. And we're going to have more people come into the room. Greetings, everyone. Peace and love. Welcome to PlantMeduNeter Show, your high science and cultural show. Our topics of discussion is going to be detox and cleansing, physical and internal well-being, addictions, and what is FDA approved, though deadly. We'll also be talking about food deserts and circulation of wealth, how we can implement that. So stay tuned. We'll be live on here for a good 30 minutes talking about detox and cleansing the body. This is season 2 of PlantMeduNeter. I have amazing guests that will be here for this season, talking about different ways we can implement purity and master different gifts that we have on this earth. So welcome everybody in the room. This is your host, The Truth, MahaloSoulChef. I hope everyone is well. All right, we are going to get started. We are welcoming our special guest here, Apryl Sims. Greetings, greetings. Let me get Sister Apryl on the line here of PlantMeduNeter. Greetings. How's it going?
I'm well. Good morning, everyone. Please do me a favor. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you great.
Perfect. Can you please pronounce your name for me?
Ruth the Truth.
Ruth the Truth?
Yes, and they call me MahaloSoulChef.
Mahalo Soul. That's the one I was
Yeah,
wanting. All right. I love that.
I appreciate it.
It has such a warm feeling. So Mahalo Soul.
Yes, I appreciate that. And I appreciate you for coming on and just blessing us with your vibration and the information that you have for us. I'm really excited to dive deep into that.
Thank you. We also have, I see Angela. Hey, Angela from Ebony Vegan. She joined. I see Aristocratia joined as well. So thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Giving some time for everybody to come into the room and get started for this interview of PlantMeduNeter. Thank you everyone for joining us. This is your science and cultural show, and we want to elevate the minds and show some information of who's doing what in the community. So I'm really thankful for Sister Apryl Sims. I know you've been serving the community more than 20 plus years, and you're a holistic health guru, and you've been uplifting the community. Will you tell us a little bit more about your wellness journey?
I sure appreciate that introduction. Thank you very much. Makes the old sister feel good. So thank you. My wellness journey began, wow. I had the privilege, pleasure, and honor of being the general manager for a business in Los Angeles, an iconic business called Simply Wholesome. It's located in the Winter Hills section of Los Angeles for 22 years. And so it is no accident that you know, I went down that path 24 years ago and I'm still on it. It is impossible to be in the midst of working in a health and wellness related environment and not have it rub off on you via osmosis. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I got a chance to see firsthand talented herbalists, gifted healers coming through. I learned from some of the best, Tabitha Moja, Dr. Keith Richardson, the late great Dr. Paul Goss, Dr.
Yes.
Nathan Rabb.
Oh gosh.
Yes, those are all my teachers,
Wow.
and also Brother Frank Nelms. And Frank was the first person that ever did iridology on me, and he's also the reason why I make juices to this day. So I've come full circle in my wellness journey.
Wow.
I've always been a person that loves helping people and helping others. I get my greatest pleasure out of helping someone. And so the juices are just a natural offshoot of my life's work.
Yes, April's Life in a Bottle. Um, that is a magnificent creation. Raw, unpasteurized juices. How did you implement that in the community? How did you start that?
I started that because a dear friend was ill with diagnosis so-called cancer. This dear friend is an herbalist. This dear friend decided that they were going to get their body back to balance via their belief system, which was through herbs, vitamins, diet, prayer, and you know, meditation. I went home after they confided that in me, and I prayed about and meditated on what I could do to help his journey. And what came up was he wasn't doing any, or he wasn't incorporating fresh juices.
Mm.
My background is my grandmother, my father's mother, the late great Apryl Sims. She juiced, and as a kid, I did not appreciate that fresh juice, but I remember those smells, and I remembered what juicing could do for the body. So I Googled juices for cancer, literally, and what came up was ABC, the apple beet carrot mixture, and that's called the Miracle Cleanse. That was the very first variety I ever made, and I made it for my friend who was ill.
Wow, that is amazing. Just to have that knowledge, and you were rooted in that from your grandmother. That's a gift, and I'm glad you are passing that along to the community. That really matters, and even your friend. You know, I know they appreciate that as well. Um,
He's alive and well to this day.
yeah, that see
Yes.
testimonials. You know, and you've done the work. You've seen what it can do, especially for your body and for others. So that is, you know, a definite blessing. Um, how different are your cold pressed juices from products in the store that say and claim they're raw and fresh?
Absolutely. And so most, I don't know of any nationally branded advertised juice product that is 100% fresh.
Mm.
Anything that lasts more than 5 to 7 days on the shelf, there's got to be something that has been done to alter the product life to extend it. Because you know yourself, if you cut an apple, you just cut an apple and leave the raw exposed apple out on the counter. After 3 days, 4 days, it's going to start getting kind of scuzzy,
Sure.
right? However, when you cut that apple that first day and you bite into that apple and those juices start to sprout and flow down, okay, technology.
Technology.
But what I just want to say that the major difference between my juices and the other juices are, my juices are fresh.
Mm.
They're just like slicing it and eating it. Just that's how fresh they are. And the body knows the difference instantly. The body can tell the difference. And I got to tell you, it's nothing as satisfying for me to see a customer get a bottle of my juice, shake it up, take the top off, take a swig, and that look of satisfaction that's on
Mm.
their face is just priceless for me.
Oh, that sounds so refreshing. Will you hold that juice, that bottle of juice up? It looks so good and refreshing.
Yeah, this
April.
is the village green drink. And you know, the reality is life in, life out, right? If
Mm.
you want to enhance your life force, if you want to help correct a possible imbalance, physical imbalance in your body, you've got to give your body the tools necessary to make that happen, right?
Right.
So life in, life out.
Life in, life out. I love that. I love that. And we are so moved by the vegan movement, putting more information out there to choose raw foods versus prepackaged foods or processed foods, going the raw route, especially when it comes to cleansing and detoxing the body. We definitely recommend the fresher um, raw fruits, raw vegetables. That is what's going to change, the cells and change the blood, and that's where we're getting to. So putting more of that information out there, life in, life out. I love that. That is,
Absolutely.
it's simple and self-explanatory,
It is. It's really a no-brainer. And, you know, honestly, I think sometimes we sort of overly complicate things. You
Mm.
know, like when we look at juices, some of the standard juices, we look at the labels, it says fortified with this and fortified with that. Well, if you just had a natural product, why do you need to fortify it with anything, right? If you want an immune booster, why don't you just have an orange? Or, you know, why don't you just have better than an orange? Why don't you have this drink? Did you know that red bell pepper has more vitamin C than orange?
Wow.
Yeah,
And you can also blend that in your smoothies, press it in your drinks. You don't always have to eat it. And so many people tell me in their transition that they don't eat a lot of vegetables, or certain vegetables, um, it's not good on their palate.
hmm,
And juicing, is a great way to just drink it, drink
absolutely.
vegetables.
Absolutely. And you know, the other another benefit is particularly when the body is in a state where it's been being attacked or maybe in an unwell state,
Mm.
because the juices are strained and they're raw, the body doesn't have to do a lot of work to digest these products. So the body can receive the goodness and the benefits almost instantaneously. So drinking one of my juices is really kind of like mainlining it. You know, your body is getting it instantly. And for people that are taste adverse, that really don't like say the taste of a beet, even though
Yeah.
beets are so beneficial. This drink right here, we call this one our Skittles. This is
Oh.
orange, carrot, beet, pineapple, ginger. It's a delicious, sweet
Oh.
tasting beverage. Children really, really like it. And people
Mhm.
like me that have a sugar addiction, this
Yeah.
kind of helps me get my sugar Jones fixed and still, be healthy about it.
That's good. And that's a great replacer for those who drink coffee in the morning and like the sugar and things like that. Even for children, I know they like juices and lemonade and things that have high sugar, high sodium, and probably different chemicals for it to stay fresh on the shelves. So
Absolutely.
that's a great product, especially since you said the sugar addiction.
Absolutely. And another benefit about this is with anything with the beets in it, it also helps with the eliminatory system.
Mm.
One of the things that I learned, and all of my juices, by the way, are made to help combat or assist in a health complaint that I heard over 24 years of my customers complaining at Simply Wholesome, right? You know, low energy, hypertension, arthritic conditions, inflammation, weight gain, weight loss, hair, skin. So they all are beneficial to our body. One of the biggest concerns in our community, people of color, melanated people, is our eliminatory system. You know, they say we have a so-called sluggish eliminatory system.
Yes.
You know, if we're not really having a bowel movement, you know, 3 to 4 times a day, you know, we're kind of like backed up a little bit. Well, when you do the fresh juices, particularly things that have the beets in them, you don't have to worry about that. It helps keep you regular, keep things flowing in a positive direction.
Yes, that is important. And the organs, you know, we are not aware of the organs that these fresh juices help. So what that Skittles juice and all your juices, what organs um, are you know, is that elimination system? You know, what organs do they help?
Well, this particular one, the Skittles, the Skittles one, helps with the digestive system. It helps with the immune system.
Mm,
It helps with the vitamin C. And I'm sorry, also one of the major things is it helps reduce blood pressure and regulate blood pressure. You know,
wow.
hypertension is a huge concern in our community, as you know. Hypertension leads to stroke, leads
Yeah.
to heart attacks, leads to a lot of long-term damage in our communities of, you know, melanated people, peoples of color. So these two juices are great for it, the Jerry's juice as well as my Skittles based juice.
Amazing. So, April's Life in a Bottle, that's a household name, and it has assisted hundreds of those who, you know, are on their healing journey. Will you tell us any stores or websites that we are able to have access, or at certain states, for anyone who wants?
Absolutely. So the idea of April's Life in a Bottle is a fresh delivery system. Products are designed to be sold in food deserts and food insecure areas because for people that look like you and I, typically we have not a whole lot of options in our communities for fresh, raw, unpasteurized, the real deal, right? Unfortified, you know, not with a whole big sugar content. So my juices are, unfortunately, I'm not able to mail order or ship them out of state right now because of the extreme freshness of the
Yes.
product. It will be too much. So my juices are sold via my website at www.aprils, APRYLS, lifeinabottle.com. My kitchen is in South Los Angeles near Avalon and 62nd Street. People are able to order on the website and pick up here at my kitchen, or we're happy to deliver. In terms of retail locations in the greater Los Angeles area, we proudly sell our juices at New Earth Health Food Store in Compton. That is the late, great Dr. Paul Goss's retail establishment. So we're happy to be affiliated with him still in his family. We also sell our juices at the iconic Hot and Cool Cafe in Leimert Park here in Los Angeles. We sell our juices at Earl's Grill, the famous Earl's Grill with those delicious chili dogs on Crenshaw in Los Angeles. And we also sell our juices at Extra Vegan Market in the Fairfax district, which is right down the street from the Supreme store. So for all the skaters and sneakerheads,
Wow.
you can go to Extra Vegan Market and get the juices as well. So we have a variety of places that you can pick up our juices. We're happy to deliver, and we're happy to offer the pickup service here at our commercial kitchen. We operate out of AMP LA with South, which is a commercial kitchen space for small and micro emerging businesses, and we're very, very grateful to be here.
That is amazing. That is amazing. And Dr. Paul Goss, oh my goodness, I did a couple of his cleanses, the different herbs, C1, and different um, herbal medicines that he has. You know, I giving them to my mother and my different families. So Paul Goss really touches my heart. The late Paul Goss, I appreciate, his um, mindset and giving to the community as far as healing the inside. So that's great that you have a connection still to his laboratory. For those in the West Coast, Los Angeles, California, make sure you reach out. I actually put the link of Sister April's website on the bottom, aprylslifeinabottle.com. Is that correct, Sister?
That is correct. And what I wanted to say is, and thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. And people can leave a message. I will get back with you if you have any questions about anything. But the goal is to produce fresh in every major urban area across the country. So I'd like to be in Chicago. I'd like to be in the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area. I'd like to be in New York. I'd like to be in South Carolina. I'd like to be in Mississippi, Georgia. I want to be able to provide us in our community with fresh juices. I also hire formerly incarcerated persons returning home. So for people that have had to go sit down for a variety of reasons, coming home has been difficult. I see the barrier to reentry for our people in terms of people not receiving a living wage. That's a serious issue here in this country. And so even though I'm a very small business, anybody that works for me earns $20 an hour to start. That's my small contribution. And I believe that as my business grows, I will be able to do more because I believe that everybody connected with the business needs to prosper as the business prospers.
Yes.
So my grown offspring have really challenged my notion of capitalism. Am I capitalist? Am I socialist? What am I doing here? I'm not really sure. But I believe that everybody is entitled to a basic excellent standard of living.
Yes, yes. And you mentioned that you would like to fulfill these food deserts. We have so many food deserts, and we talk about circulating Black wealth. And, how are we able to do this when we have food deserts and we're not, everywhere at one time, like a McDonald's or these fast food chains? How are we able to implement April's Life in the Bottle in different states? Are there ways that people can contact you where they can partner with you to build that and eliminate these food deserts?
Absolutely. Like I said, I'm open. I believe that, we don't do anything great by ourselves. It takes two to make one, right? It takes a male and female to make one. Therefore, we don't do anything by ourselves. And I also don't believe in reinventing the wheel. We need to share for real. Our motto on the top of our bottle says, "We care and we share." That's on every single cap. And that was my father's motto. He lived his life by those words, "We care and we share." So April's Life in a Bottle is definitely open to partnering with people across the country, going back across the continent to Mother Africa. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
We as a people, wherever we are in need of maintaining our health, improving our health, as well as helping each other by recycling our dollars and recycling our resources wherever we are. So I think we have to be very intentional about doing those types of things. When you're in Los Angeles, intentionally look me up. Hit me up. When you're in other cities, look up, go to the hood. Find there's a hood in every single major urban metropolitan area, and we know that, right? Businesses that are able to do mail order, pay the extra dollars to see the extra bucks to pay shipping charges to do business with each other. Because it's not us who, right? I know that's cliche, but that's really the truth as well. We have to intentionally go about the business of doing business with each other.
True. And we know primarily the goal is of cleanliness to allow our body and our mind to become clear of mood altering substances to which persons become addicted. Other than alcohol and drugs, what foods are out there that are approved by the FDA that could be addictive?
Oh, come on now. Sugar,
Sugar,
caffeine.
fun. Sugar is a classified drug, and and I want to say something about sugar. We use it as a gift, especially for our children. We gift them candy if they're doing good in school, or if they won a game or something. We love to give them pops and things like that. So I know for sure sugar is a classified drug next to cocaine. So for that to be FDA approved, it just shows how sickening the so-called leaders are in this country today.
Absolutely. You're 100% right. Sugar is so highly, highly addictive.
Mm.
I myself suffer from a sugar addiction. And so, one of the beautiful things about cleansing and detoxing is you get a chance to sort of purge your body
Mm.
of the craving and the need for sugar. Because when you have, for me, like if I'm not on a vegetarian diet and I'm eating meat,
Yeah.
I'm getting parasites.
Yes.
Parasites have to be fed. Parasites love sugar. So you get on a whole vicious cycle,
Mm-hmm.
and it's hard to step off. But once you start to eliminate, or yeah, I guess kill off the parasites in the body, it helps you to not, it lessens that craving for sugar. Another big addictor is salt.
Mm.
Salt historically was used as a preservative, which I understand. That's how you preserve meat. That was how we would preserve meat back in the day. The salt is also highly, highly addictive. It is highly detrimental. That sodium leads to that hypertension, and
Mm-hmm.
salt is one of the hypertension is one of the biggest ailments that plague our community.
Mm.
As well as starch, believe it or not. Starches are also very, very addictive because um, the payoff is the gratification.
Mm.
You have a donut. It kind of makes you feel full. It
Mm-hmm.
satisfies the sweet craving,
Mm-hmm.
and it gives you that fluffy internal feeling that, sometimes is soothing if you're feeling a little forlorn in other ways. So
Yes.
we have to be cognizant of, what we're putting in our mouths at all times.
Right. Because hey everyone, I appreciate you all for joining in. We're with Sister Apryl Sims, and we are diving deep into um, addicting sugars and salts and things that are detrimental to our health. I know many people seek to improve their health, and they sometimes don't have that knowledge to improve. It's mainly the physical that they want to improve. So, do you have any advice on those who want the physical to change but do not have that information for the inner work?
Absolutely. The beautiful thing just about this is look how we found each other. You reached
Yes.
out to me via the internet, right? The
Yes.
internet is such a beautiful tool
Mm.
that we use to improve our lives, enhance our lives. There's everything can be found, or you can start your research on the internet, right? How do I get healthy? It does require work, right? We can't just wish it away, or we can't wish weight away. We can't wish ourselves into good health. We need to establish some sort of routine
Mm.
that we're going to be consistent with, but it's also something that gives us pleasure. For me, I'm a walker. I like to walk. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't really matter where. I can just open up my front door and just put one foot in front of the other and not have a destination in mind and just have the idea that I'm going to smell the roses wherever they are. If the
Mm.
roses are the beautiful clouds in the sky, I like to just walk just to see the goodness that our Creator has given us, and I can find it anywhere. I think once we have a mindset that honestly that we're going to take care of ourselves because we
Mm.
love ourselves.
Yes.
I mean, I think the foundation starts at the core with self love. Because if you really love yourself and want to maintain that love for self, you will do what it takes to maintain your health. So in the middle of the night when you wake up and really want a soda pop, you'll just have some water,
Mm.
right? Um, or not have that third glass of wine, or have that third glass of wine and then get up in the morning and walk,
Yes.
work up a sweat, right? There's a trade-off.
Yes. And that's true. We have choices. That's the beauty of it. We do have choices. You know, making those right choices and those little changes do matter.
Yes,
And
they
those
do.
cravings, yeah, those cravings are deep. They feel.
They're really deep. I gotta tell you though, I have to just really tell you how grateful I am to you, how honored and how proud I am as an elder to see such a young person so committed. When I check out your page and I check out your videos, you go all over. You're about that life.
I
You're about that life. You're
appreciate
spreading
that.
the word. You're connecting other people to information and other resources. And I just want to say thank you.
Hmm.
Thank you for your walk and your journey. I appreciate you very, very much.
It's been a journey, and it is hard to just stay out of the millennial matrix. I can go in there and I can be myself, and people are attracted to me, and but to stay on that purpose of connecting people, of finding more ways to heal ourselves and be the gods and goddesses that we are. It's been a testing trial, Sister April, and God, I'm thankful for you saying that. I'm thankful for you saying that because I love it. I have a passion for it. I have a passion to help people. And this is the information that I've been given, and so I appreciate those flowers. I will put them in some water and nourish it.
That's right. That's right. But it shows. It
Yeah.
shows, and these types of things, like this is the village,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
Even though we're not physically in close physical proximity with one another, I feel your heart right now. I'm
Yes.
sure you feel my heart right now. The
Of
people that are
course.
on this live and the people that are going to watch this later, I'm
Yes.
sure they can feel the energy and feel the real positive vibration that is going back and forth between us.
Yes.
And I'm so encouraged by things like this because
Yes.
there's a lot of wickedness going on out there in the streets, right? It's a
It's
whole lot of just
so. Yes.
but this is how we fortify ourselves.
Yes.
And this is how we stay strong. And this is
Mhm.
how we come together one step at a time, one person at a time,
Mm.
one bottle at a time, right?
Yeah.
One apple at a time. It doesn't matter, but just doing something on a consistent basis. And even if you fall down, get back up the next day and
Yeah.
start again.
Yes. And for those who are watching, please follow Sister April's Life in a Bottle. She has all of her juices on there. She shows where the location she's at and where you are able to get these juices. Fresh, raw, unpasteurized juices, very much different than those on the stores, on the shelves. And
Don't be fooled.
yes, don't be fooled. We go into the store and, we see the raw and the fresh and the plant-based, but the rawest ones is in your garden in April's Life in a Bottle. Make sure she even shows you what's in there so you can, do it yourself if you're out of state. Look at your communities. There are probably juice places in your communities that do raw, fresh juices, so definitely do your research in your communities, and support each other. That's how we are able to help each other, support each other. And life in, what was it? Life in,
Life in, life out. That's right.
life out. I love that. I love that, Sister April. And please tell us your website again.
My website is www.apryls, A-P-R-Y-L-S, lifeinabottle.com. On Instagram, it's April's Life in a Bottle. And on Facebook, it's also April's Life in a Bottle, as well as Twitter. I am a avid believer in helping those that have questions. So if there's any expertise or any knowledge that I have that I can be of assistance with for someone else, please DM me, send me an email. I'm happy to help. Like I said, I believe in each one teach one, each one reach one, each one help one, and let's recycle and let's help each other and let's circulate all of our resources for the betterment of us all. It's all possible, it's doable, and let's love ourselves so we can love each other and we can just kind of set ourselves on solid footing.
For sure, for sure. And I appreciate everyone who is tuning in to PlantMeduNeter. MeduNeter is divine speech, speaking divine speech, speaking what we need to heal ourselves. So I thank you all for tuning in to our season 2 of our show. This will be a playback. I will put this on YouTube. Follow me on YouTube at PlantMeduNeter. I will have all of my shows on here. Sister April show will be on there, so you all can replay it and get those good nuggets that you need. Help your grandparents, help your parents. I know some of them may be stuck in their old ways, but we have a lot of high blood pressure, a lot of high sugars and things in our community that us millennials are able to teach, and show just by way of phone. And we have everything at our fingertips. So make sure you do your research, you all, and be about that change, help each other out. And we will see you again on another show of PlantMeduNeter. I thank you so much, Sister Apryl Sims. You are a torch setter, and I thank you for reviving the community for so many years, and speaking life into people and giving life. I appreciate that gift.
I appreciate you very much. I'm very humbled and honored to be a part of your show. And now that we're connected, I'm looking forward to our connection strengthening. When you come to LA,
yeah,
gotta holler. Thank you all. So my wish, my prayer for us all is to go in health, go in divine love, and let's help one another. So let's do something today to improve someone else's life. Peace and blessings, everybody.
Peace and blessings. Thank you, sister. Thank you. All right, you all. We appreciate you. Love one another and take care. Peace.